Buddha, just seeing Russell a few weeks ago, does that help you guys at all? And seeing the way they run their passing game live, I mean, is that any advantage for you guys as a secondary?
I wouldn't really say advantage. I mean, we always play them 2 years in a row. So, I mean, just being able to play them for the second time, of course, there's things that, we might pick up on, and there's also things that they are probably changed as well. So, yeah, I mean, it's definitely, cool to go against them first time and, know their players, know what type of routes their players run, and then the second time going after it again, it's definitely a challenge and fun for us. So, kind of.
Hey, Buddha. Where do you think this defense will miss Corey Peters the most?
Oh man, Corey Peters is the definition of consistent. He's that guy who's always going to be in the correct gap. Is always going to be doing the right thing, no matter what. And with these young guys, of course, that's probably not going to happen. So there might be, gaps that maybe might be open, and a linebacker or a safety might have to fill for that one play. But we know Corey is a special guy, special player on this team, special player for this organization, and we're definitely going to miss him. And, it's next man up mentality. So, I know these guys are ready for the competition.
Next up, Craig Fouie, Trusted Tundrick, Adam Jude.
Hey, Buddha, how exciting is it to be going to Seattle first, and then with first place in the NFC West on the line?
Yeah, it's definitely exciting going back home. I haven't been back in a while, so it's definitely going to be cool to just see the gray skies every once in a while. But of course, I'm gonna be excited to come back to Arizona. But for me, it's just excited to go home. I'm not going to see any family, not going to see any friends. Of course, no fans. So it's a business trip, really. That's how I'm looking at it. That's how we're all looking at it. And we have a game Thursday, and we're going to be off the next 3-4 days. So we got to give it our all this Thursday game, and that's what we're going to do. So excited.
Hey, Buddha, thanks for your time. Just talking a little bit more about the game in Seattle. Obviously, Cliff said it was kind of like a reality check back to business. People are still talking about the Hail Murray. DeAndre Hopkins wins these awards this week. So just how are you guys focusing and kind of putting that game behind you and focusing on the task at hand?
Yeah, I mean, I could honestly say that game was behind us after that Sunday night. That Monday, we came back in focused, ready for Seattle. So for us, our mentality is, that was D-Hop made one of the best plays that I've seen and been a part of, and that was definitely fun, definitely great to get a W. But now, we're going to Seattle, and we're focused. Our mind is, we're excited for the challenge to get to play Seattle for the second time. So, yeah, that's our mind is strictly on Seattle.
Hey Buddha, Adam Jude here in Seattle. I know this is a little random, but I caught up with Coach Pete here at UW earlier this week. We were talking about you and the intense rivalry you had with him on the ping pong table. Can you kind of set the scene a little bit for me on the day you finally beat him? What was that like, and how did you do it?
Yeah, I mean, my freshman year, Coach Pete, I couldn't beat him. I love playing ping pong, as you guys probably have seen, but, my freshman year, like you said, I just couldn't beat Coach Pete. He had that spin, that serve that was getting me every time. So then, I practiced a little bit, and after the next time I beat him, I don't think he ever beat me again after that. So, it was definitely fun. Coach Pete is one of those guys that he plays ping pong like it's tennis. So it's like he's literally like on one side of the board just trying to smack it. So if you can get his old legs to hit the next corner, the opposite corner, he has to run for it. And that's what I was trying to do, and that's what I did. So I was definitely excited, and I'm always gonna remember that, because I remember I could never really beat him, and then I got that W, and then that's it from there.
We'll wrap it up with the last three. Catherine, Mike, Howard.
Hey, Buddha, when you've rewatched the Hopkins catch, do you ever watch it from the standpoint of a defender and what could have gone differently? Like, obviously excited for how it went for your team, but do you watch it that way at all?
Not at all. That's my teammate D Hop, Cardinals. I'm really wasn't worried about Bills, and I still haven't thought about like, oh, what could they have done to get a PBU or to pick it off. For me, I'm glad. Everyone was kind of at a standstill in that certain situation, and yeah, I think D Hop might have been maybe. If not the tallest, maybe around the tallest of the three, and on top of his hands and his hops, D-Hop also played DB as well, so that's what people don't really understand. Like he said, he played defense, and, I heard he was really good at defense, so, he just came up there and snagged it like he was, a Megatron or a Ed Reed, so you could, say which one. It was definitely cool for me to see because I was eating my popcorn on the sideline, getting ready to go in the locker room. So, yeah.
Buddha, you're at practice every day with Isaiah. According to Vance, after the bye week, he came back more confident and comfortable. What kind of progress have you seen from Isaiah Simmons?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of progress. Isaiah Simmons is a guy who, he's been that guy. So, him coming here and him learning from different players and coaches has definitely been really good for him. He's playing very fast. It still has his rookie tendencies, but of course, a guy who hasn't, been able to do any of the off-season stuff and all that type of stuff, and it just comes into camp. It's definitely hard because I did that myself when I was a fresh rookie. So, of course, it's definitely challenging, but Isaiah Simmons is going to do his thing, whether it's on defense, whether it's on special teams. He's going to make the right plays. And of course, every time he's on defense, I'm always going to be talking to him and just making sure he, is on his stuff, which, you don't really have to tell him. So, yeah.
I don't know if you noticed this, Buddha, but of course, with the team and just helmets, without helmets rather, the last couple of days, a lot of players are wearing different kinds of hats. I was wondering if you noticed any guys that you thought had the best hats out there in the practice field.
Yeah, I haven't really paid attention to it at all, really like that. So, I don't really, I couldn't really say.